We are talking about adapters or connectors here, right? So to communicate with the SAP or ECC on-premise or cloud applications, we have adapters. The similar way, we have some non-SAP cloud as well as on-premise applications. To communicate these applications, we have the corresponding specific adapters available in our integration suite or SAP CPI here. So depends on our source and target applications. Okay, so we are going to select the corresponding one adapter at center side, one adapter at a receiver side that we are going to use it here, right? So now what adapters we have that we need to identify now, right? So what adapters we have that we need to identify now. See here, to communicate with the corresponding, okay, each and every application here. For example, if you take a SAP ECC here, this is my SAP ECC on-premise applications here. Now, so here we are going to use one adapter here. Here we are going to use one adapter here. Okay, so we have a fixed adapters available here. See here, okay, so you can use the corresponding either IDOC adapter. This is the IDOC, that is the first one here, right? Or okay, let's duplicate this one. Right, see here we have a IDOC adapter, or if you have a RFC like this, and also you can use the corresponding SOAP communication also here. So these are all fixed adapters what we have to communicate with the corresponding SAP systems here, SAP systems here, right? So if you see any on-premise application, SAP on-premise applications here, see here, these are all fixed adapters what we can see here. These are all fixed adapters what we can see here. Okay, either you can use either IDOC, either RFC or SOAP like that, you can use it here, right? So the similar way, see here, this SAP S4HANA, same thing here. Success factor, if you want to communicate with the success factor applications here, if you want to exchange the exchange the business documents between success factor to CPI or CPI to success factor here, right? So here we are going to use the corresponding success factor adapter. Adapter name itself, we have a success factor adapter like that we can see here. The similar way, if you want to communicate with the Ariba here, Ariba is the sourcing and the procurement application here. See here, if you want to communicate, if you want to exchange the data between Ariba to the corresponding CPA or CPA to Ariba, always we have a one adapter that is called as the Ariba adapter here. So like that, we have the corresponding adapters here. The similar way, if you go to the corresponding file-based applications, we have a FTP adapter here. If you see any SFTP-based applications, we have a SFTP adapter here. If it is a Oracle applications, we have a JDBC adapter here. If it is a web services, we have a SOAP adapter like this. If it is a mail-based applications, we have a mail adapter like this. If it is a AWS here, Amazon Web Services here, okay. So there are three applications, there are three services what we have in the Amazon Web Services here. So we have a one is the S3 here, simple storage solution here. The second one is the simple queuing system here, and the simple notification system like that we can see here. If you want to communicate this services from the Amazon Web Services here, always we have a Amazon Web Services adapter what we can see here, right? So like that, we have the corresponding multiple adapters here. To communicate with the Salesforce, we have a Salesforce adapter here. To communicate with Workday, we have a Workday adapter here. So next, REST-based application, since we are going to the HTTPS adapter here, like this, right? Like that, we have adapters here. Let me enter into system so that you'll get, let me enter into the system. We'll discuss one by one here so that you'll get idea. It's a very important, and the adapters are very important, because so once you enter into the real-time projects, okay, so as a CPA consultant, as an integration suite consultant, you need to identify so which connector or which adapter you need to use to communicate with this particular SAP on-premise or cloud application, or non-SAP cloud or on-premise applications like that. Let's enter into the cloud integration. Let's go to the design here. So let's go to this package. This is the package what we created in the last time. Let's create a one dummy flow here. Let's create a one dummy flow here. Other value is the corresponding existing flow itself. This is the test now like that we have created. Right, test now like that we have created. Let's open this. Let's open this. Now click on edit here. See here, okay, we selected the corresponding adapters here, right? See here, to communicate with this system to this system here, okay, you need to use connectors here, right? If you click on this, it will show you the list of adapters here. See here, these are all adapters available here, right? Source side, we have these adapters here. See here, this is the, okay, so advanced, okay, AMQP is nothing but advanced messaging protocol here, right? So this is the one adapter. If it is in a queue based applications here, okay, so then we go for this adapter here. Next one is the Ariba adapter here. Okay, so Ariba, it is a, okay, sourcing and procurement application. If you see any in your landscape or in your, okay, infrastructure, or one of your customer or vendor, the corresponding Ariba based applications here, right? That is a sourcing and procurement applications here. Then if you want to communicate those applications, then always we go for the Ariba adapter here. So this Ariba always understand that is CXML format here, commerce, okay, so extensible style sheet language here, right? Okay, so if you want to extend the documents between Ariba to the corresponding our CPI or CPI to the corresponding Ariba in the form of CXML, always we go for this Ariba adapter here. See here, if you go to this, okay, Google here, so this is the one system here. Ariba is the one application like that we can see here. See here, Ariba is the, it is a procurement and supply chain solutions here. It is SAP Ariba here. So SAP, okay, so SAP acquired this Ariba company here. So if you want to communicate, this is totally, it is our sourcing and procurement solution system here. Right, if you want to communicate these applications, always we go for the Ariba adapter here. We have a default adapter here. Right, okay, if you go to this, see here, we have the corresponding what type of solutions they will provide here: sourcing, procurement, as well as pay related here. Sourcing solutions, procurement solutions, as well as financial supply solutions. Okay, so if you want to handle, okay, these things here, always people will use the corresponding Ariba here. Ariba is the one system or one application here. So if you want to extend the business documents between Ariba to the corresponding our CPA or CPA to Ariba here, always what adapter we have here? This is the Ariba adapter like that we can see here, right? So this Ariba always understands only that is CXML here. Ariba understands only CXML here. C is nothing but commerce here. So XML is nothing but extensible style sheet language transformations here, right? So always, okay, so you are going to extend the business documents. The business documents is nothing but it may be anything here. It may be purchase order transactions, it may be invoice transactions, it may be purchase order response, purchase order change here. Again, the corresponding shipments here, like that we have n number of transactions will happen between customer and the vendor here. Okay, so if you want to handle this type of transactions in the form of CXML format, okay, between the corresponding this Ariba system to our CPI or CPI to Ariba systems here, always which adapter we are going to use here? Ariba adapter here, right? So next one, the same way here. Okay, so once you enter into the projects, okay, they will provide you the corresponding architecture of the project here. Then they will tell you these are all applications what we have in the project here. So as a CPI consultant, as is, okay, integration consultant, you need to identify which adapters, okay, suits, okay, to communicate these applications that you need to identify here. So you are the CPI integration expert. You should know which adapter is matching for our requirement. Right, the same way AS to adapter here, applicability statement 2 here. Okay, so AS to adapter here, AS to adapter here. So this AS to adapter is for to communicate with the partner based applications here. If, okay, the partner is sitting in the out of network, or if you want to handle, if you have any EDA based applications here, electronic data interchange based applications here, always, okay, then we go for the corresponding AS to adapter here. Okay, this is the one protocol here. Applicability statement 2, like this, we can see that adapter here. Again, I'm repeating here. So this is to adapter is it for to communicate with any partner-based applications which is sitting in the out of network here. So and also, so this is it for if you have any EDA-based applications here in our landscape or out of landscape here. Always, if you want to handle EDA transactions, electronic data interchange transactions, always we go for the AS2 adapter here. Applicability statement 2, like that we can see here. Okay, just you need to remember here, going forward anyway, we'll discuss in depth of each and every adapter here. At least we'll learn, okay, so 4 or 5 adapters to attend the interviews, correct? So you, as of now, just you need to remember these are all adapters we have. This is the purpose, like that you need to remember. Next, so now AS4 is the same here. The versions are different here, right? Next one is the FTP adapter here, file transfer protocol, like that we can see here. Okay, so it means that in your landscape, if you have any file based applications or FTP based applications here, if you want to communicate those applications or if you want to extend the data between, okay, so FTP to the corresponding our CPI or CPI to the corresponding FTP, always we go for the corresponding this, okay, FTP adapter here, file transfer protocol here, file transfer protocol here. So next we can see the corresponding HTTPS adapter here. HTTPS adapter is nothing but hypertext transfer protocol secure here, right? So it is used for to communicate with the external web-based applications here, right? So if you have any API-based applications, it may be SOAP or it may be REST or it may be OData or something here. So if you want to communicate or if you have any web client-based applications, also you can use the corresponding HTTPS adapter here. So any external web-based applications, if you want to communicate or if you want to extend the data between those, that system to the corresponding our CPI or CPI to the corresponding our web client applications, always you go for the HTTPS adapter here, right? So next one is the IDOC adapter. This is the intermediate document here. So IDOC is it for, so if you have any BTP applications, nothing but SAP applications here. SAP applications here. It may be S4HANA, it may be ECC or something here. So if you are getting in the form of IDOC from the SAP or ECC or S4HANA, okay, then always we go for the corresponding IDOC adapter here. So the same way we have a JMS adapter here, Java messaging system here. So if we have any, normal, so queue based applications or so queue manager applications. Okay, so if you want to communicate those applications, we go for the corresponding JMS adapter here. So next one is the Kafka. Kafka is the one more adapter we have. See here to communicate. This is the one type of application here. Let's enter into the Kafka here. This is the one, one application here. Kafka, right? See here, if you go to the Kafka here, this is the Apache related here. Okay, so if you have this type of applications, always we go for the this adapter here. Kafka adapter here. So this is the open source distributed distributed event streaming platform. Okay, if you have these type of applications here, always we go for the Kafka adapter here, right? So this is the one here. Next one. So next one is the mail adapter here. If you want, so communicate with any mail based applications here. If you want to send, so any business documents through email, right? Or if you want to fetch the documents from the email here, or if you want to post the documents in the email server here, right? Always we go for the mail adapter here. Next one is the OData adapter here, open data protocol here. Right. See here, nowadays people will use the corresponding APIs here, application programming interfaces here. See if you have any OData applications, OData APIs in our landscape, always if you want to communicate this OData applications here, then we go for the corresponding this OData adapter here. So this OData adapter understands always it is Atom, that is XML, or it understands only JSON format here, JavaScript object notation here, right? So other than that, it won't accept any other formats here. Okay, by default, this OData adapter by default it is a synchronous communication. It won't it won't work as a that is asynchronous communication. Always by default it is a synchronous communication here. It synchronous is nothing but what here it will send. Okay, so it will wait for the response. Correct. It will wait for the response. Next, see here if you go to the next one is the process direct adapter here. See here we have a process direct adapter here. See here, okay, so if you go to the real-time projects here, we can see the multiple iflows you are going to create here. If you want to communicate, if you want to provide the direct communication between one integration flow to another integration flow, always we go for the process direct adapter here. Right, see, suppose for example, if you have a big problem here, okay, so big integration flow, big requirement you have, so what we'll do here, we'll divide into the multiple subflows. Okay, subflow 1, subflow 2, subflow 3, like that we'll define multiple subflows here. So finally we'll connect all these flows, right? So if you want to deal this type of requirements here, always we go for the process direct adapter here. So indirectly, process direct adapter is it for if you want to provide the direct communication between one integration to another integration flow, always we go for the corresponding this process direct adapter here. Process direct adapter here. So let's see here. Okay, so if you want, you can cross check each and every adapter functionality here. See here. Okay, so next, okay, we'll talk about these two things here. Then okay, I'll show you that adapter switch and every adapter here, where you need to cross check each and everything here. Next one, the SFTP adapter here, secure file transfer protocol here. Right, so if you see any secure, okay, so file based applications in our landscape or out of landscape, it may be on-premise or cloud applications here always. Okay, so we are going to use this SFTP adapter here. Right, so next one is SOAP here. Okay, if you see any web services based applications here, if you have any SOAP based APIs here, if you want to communicate those applications, then we go for the SOAP adapter here. So next one, the success factor here. Just now I told you, right, if you see any success factor applications here, so this is employee related solutions application here. Right, always we go for the corresponding this success factor adapter here. Right, so this in success factor we have multiple protocols we can see here. One is the REST, one is the SOAP, like this different protocols here. So it depends on your success factor system. You need to work with success factor application system, then what protocol they are going to accept that. Okay, based on that you need to select the corresponding this success factor here. So next one is the XI here. Okay, so if you have any integration engine above related things here, if you want to communicate with the CPI, always we go for this XI related thing here. Right, so like that we have adapters here where we can see this. Okay, documentation here. See here, if you go to the input LP here itself, there is an online guide here. Right, there is an online guide also here. If you go to the online guide, see here we have the corresponding SAP help here. See here we can see the SAP cloud integration here, cloud integration here. So let's talk about any one of the adapter here. Okay, just now we told you, right? Okay, so process direct adapter here or OData adapter, like that I'll put here. OData adapter or connector here indirectly here. OData adapter or connector. See here, search for this. Right, if you go to the OData adapter here, see here we can see the corresponding list of adapters also here. See here, one by one adapter we can see here. See here, OData adapter, what is the functionality here? So this OData adapter allows you to communicate with the OData APIs here using OData protocol here. Right, you can use this message atom. It is nothing but XML or JSON format communication only. So this OData adapter is the OData V2 message protocol here. This is the version 2 here. Right, see here, OData adapter only support the synchronous communication. In other words, every request must have the response like this. Clear? So just you need to remember here, it means that so when we go for the OData adapter here, in our landscape or in our infrastructure, even in our organization level here, if you see any OData based applications here, OData APIs here, if you want to communicate this OData applications here, always we go for the corresponding this OData adapter from the CPI here. And also it supports only these two formats here, one is the atom, one is the JSON, like this here. Right, so OData by default it is a synchronous communication here. We cannot use for asynchronous communication like this. So that you need to remember here. Going forward, how to use this OData adapter, all these things we'll discuss going forward. So next one, the similar way here, I told you, right? Okay, so this is okay, process direct adapter here, process direct adapter here. See here, this is the process direct adapter, like that I given here. Next, so use this process direct adapter to establish the fast and direct communication between integration flows here. See here, by reducing the latency of the network. Okay, so network overhead, provided both of them available in the same internet here, right? And just you need to remember here, process direct adapter is it for if you want to provide the direct communication between one integration to another integration flows here by reducing the network latency, right? Always we go for the corresponding this process direct adapter here. Right, so now that is the functionality here. Okay, next one, the similar way, if you go to the SFTP adapter here, see here, if you go to the SFTP adapter here, see here, use this SFTP adapter to encrypt and encrypt the exchange the sensitive business data between trading partners here. It means that, so in our landscape, if you have any secure file based applications here, always to communicate these applications, if you want to exchange the data between SFTP server to the corresponding our CPI or CPI to SFTP, always we go for the corresponding this SFTP adapter here. So here in SFTP adapter level, if you want, you can do the encryption as well as decryption, and also we can exchange the corresponding sensitive business data also here. Right, so just you need to remember here. Next one, the same here. Okay, so let's talk about the corresponding, okay, so different adapters here. So we have the corresponding different adapters here. See here, we have the corresponding Amazon Web Services here, Amazon Web Services adapter here. See here, this, okay, this is the new adapter what we have here. We cannot see this this adapter in the list here. If you go to the real-time projects here, so there itself we can see the corresponding this adapter here. See here, Amazon Web Services AWS sender adapter enables you, okay, cloud integration tenant to transfer that to the AWS cloud platform here. See here, it supports three systems, two protocols here. See here, one is the simple cloud storage. The second one is the simple queue service like this, S3 as well as SQS here. Next one, the same way, if you go to the Amazon receiver adapter here, it supports all these, okay, services here. One is the S3 system, one is the SQS, one is the SNS, one is the SWS like that. We can see here all these protocols it is going to accept here. So as of now, forget about all these things here. So if you want to communicate with any web services based, okay, Amazon Web Services based applications here, AWS systems here, always we have one inbuilt adapter available in a CPI or integration suite here, that is called as the Amazon Web Services adapter here. Right, so in Amazon Web Services, we have a three services here or four services we can see here. One is the simple cloud storage, one is the simple queue service, one is the simple, okay, so notification service here, one is the simple workflow service like that we can see here. So it depends on your requirement here, what the client is expecting, the corresponding services you need to communicate, and you can exchange the business documents here. Right, so the similar way here, okay, so like that we have the corresponding adapters here. See here, we have the corresponding Ariba adapter here. We discussed Ariba adapter here. See here, use this, okay, so this adapter, see here, this is the adapter here. What is the use of this adapter here? If you want to communicate with any Ariba network here, Ariba systems here, then we go for the adapter, this Ariba adapter here. So it accepts what format here? CXML format here. CXML is nothing but commerce extensible markup language like this. Right. Okay, what are the business documents we can exchange here? It may be purchase orders or invoices, something like that we can see here. Right, here we can see the how to configure this Ariba adapter, all the things here. See here, CXML is nothing but commerce extensible markup language format here. Right, like that we are going to select the corresponding, again the same way here, AS to adapter here. See, AS to adapter is it for to exchange the business documents with your partners using AS to protocol here. See here, you can use this adapter to encrypt and decrypt and compress and decrypt like this. So whatever you want, you can do it here. Okay, so it means that if you have any external, okay, so applications, if you have a partner based applications in our landscape or out of landscape here, so if you want to handle any EDA related transactions here, always we go for the this AS to adapter here, applicability statement 2 like that we can see here. So like that each and every adapter what we have here. See here we have the corresponding Facebook adapter, or okay, so next one is the, if you have, we have the corresponding, okay, so FTP adapter here. This is the FTP adapter here. Right, how to configure the sender SFTP adapter, receiver SFTP adapter here. So HTTP adapter here, HTTPS adapter like that we can see here. Next one is the IDOC adapter here, IDOC adapter. So next we can see the corresponding IDOC sender, how to configure the corresponding receiver, Like that, we have the corresponding adapters here. Again, we have a mail adapter. We have a Microsoft, okay, so Dynamics adapter here, Microsoft Dynamics here, CRM application here, right? So next we have a open connector adapter here. So next one, we have a process director, we have a RFC adapter here. So we have a SFTP adapter here. So again, we have a SOAP adapter here, right? Again, we have a success factor adapter here. So success factor. So next one, the sugar CRM is receiver adapter here, Twitter adapter here, workday adapter here, XI adapter, like that. We have multiple adapters here. So each and everything documentation also we can see here. So as a CPI consultant, as an integration suite consultant, as of now, you need to remember the corresponding, okay, what adapters we have at least, okay, you need to remember some of the adapters here. Okay, so you need to identify when we go for the each adapter here, in which cases we are going to select this particular adapter, that you need to identify, that's all. Right, so how to configure, how to, okay, so work on this particular adapter, how to, okay, what parameters you need to fill, each and every adapter level depends on our requirement, that we'll discuss going forward here. Going forward, so as of now, you need to remember these are the list of adapters what we have in a CPI here. Going forward, SAP may add the corresponding new adapters, okay, so that will come under here, right? So now see, like that, we have the corresponding adapters list here. See here, okay, just you need to select the corresponding, this is my source system, okay, there is a connector concept here, just you need to click on that, drag it. Okay, if you drag it here, see here, we have all these adapters what we discussed here. One is the AMQP adapter here, advanced messaging queue protocol here, Ariba adapter here, AST adapter here, AS4 adapter here, FTP adapter here, file transfer protocol, again HTTPS adapter here, IDOC adapter here, JMS adapter here, Kafka adapter here, mail adapter, OData, process direct, SOAP adapter, success factor adapters, XI adapter, like that we have here. And also if you go to the, if you enter into the your licensed version of, okay, our CPI, always we can see the corresponding some new adapters also we can see here. One is, okay, what adapters just now we discussed here, one is the AWS, the second one is the, okay, sugarcane, next one is the Salesforce. Like that, we have the corresponding Microsoft Dynamics CRM here. That also, all these adapters also we can see in the list here. Okay, so just you need to select the corresponding adapters here. Depends on your requirement. You need to select the corresponding adapter here. Right, let's select here. Assume that the sender is the, okay, so it is a secure file based applications here, or SOAP based applications here, or web services here. If the sender is the web services, we go for the SOAP adapter here. If it is sender is the success factor application, then we'll select a success factor here. So if it is a OData we'll select here. If it is a mail adapter, we'll select here. If it is a external web client system, then we'll select HTTPS adapter here. If you select HTTPS here, we selected the corresponding HTTPS, and we can see the corresponding, it will ask you what is the adapter type used here, what is the transport protocol, what is the message protocol. Again, you need to fill the corresponding all these details here. Okay, each and every adapter contains, one is the general tab, one is the connection, one is the conditions, like that we can see here. Now you need to fill here. What you need to fill, that you need to learn going forward here. Right, so like that we are going to select the corresponding adapters also here. See here, the similar way, see here, okay, so it will come, the what it will do here, this adapter, it will provide the communication between the corresponding source system to our CPI here. What do you mean by communication here? It will establish the connectivity, plus it will convert this system format into our CPI Apache Camel XML format here. So once it is converted here, we are going to do all the validations, filtrations, all the things we are going to do using these palettes here. Using these palettes, we have a lot of palettes here. See here, we have a sender and receiver. We have a events here. Okay, so we have a process here. Next one is we have a lot of events available here. So next we have a connectors here. Next one is we have a mapping concept here. Right, again we have the corresponding transformations here, content modifier, converters, decoders. Okay, encoder, like that we have multiple options here. If you go to the converters here, see here we have a lot of converters available here. One is the CSV to XML or EDA to XML, like that we have multiple options available here. Next one, the same way we have external call. Okay, so we have a content enricher, poll enrich, request reply, all the things you can see here. So it depends on our requirement here. So now we are going to select all these steps in between this start and end here. So using these palettes, we are going to the validations, filtrations, as per the corresponding target system, everything we are going to do here itself here. So once you complete here, the output of the CPI, again, you need to push to the corresponding. Okay, so this receiver system here, receiver system may be anything here. It may be SAP or non-SAP applications. It may be cloud or on-premise applications here. So always, okay, you need to select one adapter here. You need to select one adapter here. See here, again, you need to select the corresponding adapters here. See here. So select this. Select this here. Now see here. Okay, so now you need to select the corresponding one more adapter like this here. See here, you need to select one more adapter like this here. See here, we have all the adapters here. See here, we have a AMQP adapter here. We have a Ariba adapter here. We have a AST adapter here. We have a AS4 Elstar adapter. We have a Facebook adapter. We have a FTP. Again, we have a OData, HTTP adapter, IDOC adapter, JDBC adapter, JMS adapter here. We have a Kafka adapter here. We have a LDAP. So next one, we have a mail adapter. Okay, again, we have a ODC here. So open connectors here, process direct, like that we have multiple adapters available in a receiver side here. Okay, we have a Twitter adapter also here. So it depends on your application. You need to select the corresponding adapters here. One more adapter you need to select here. Right. So here we can see the corresponding receiver is the SAP here. Okay, we are going to use the RFC adapter like this. Like that, we are going to select the corresponding adapters here. So what do you mean by adapter here? Adapter indicates or connector indicates it provides the communication between our CPI to our source to the corresponding CPI or CPI to the corresponding destination system like this here. Okay, what do you mean by communication here? It will provide the connectivity plus it will convert one format into the another format here. It will convert one format into the another format here. Right, that is nothing but adapters here. Adapters are very, very important. Even though if you go to the interviews, people may ask you these questions here. Which are all connectors you worked on in CPI? Which are all adapters you worked on in CPI here? Apart from that normal adapter, so did you get any, okay, so complicated requirements? Okay, so using specific adapter like that, they may ask you. You can tell that I worked on, okay, so Amazon Web Services integration here. Okay, because this is the new adapter what we have in the CPI, right? It is a bit tricky and it is also complex thing here, right? So now you can tell that Amazon Web Services system. You can tell that I worked with the OData adapter. I worked with the corresponding SFTP. I worked with the different, okay, so SAP integration, okay, on-premise integration as well as cloud integration using this IDOC adapter like that. You can tell it, right? So that's what always you need to thorough this adapters concept here. As of now, just okay, we talked about, okay, these are all adapters what we have. And also this is the requirement, okay, to go for the each and every adapter like that we discussed, right? So you can go, okay, so you can get all the information from the help itself here, help.sap.com. So each and every adapter, don't read each and everything, at least read, okay, so only the first line. Okay, so what is the purpose here? We can see the content. Okay, so what is the business case to go for this particular adapter like that we can see here. So that's not just you need to go through that only that adapter here. See here, first one is okay, AMQP adapter like this here. Okay, so this AMQ adapter is here. What do you mean by AMQP? AMQP here, advanced messaging queue protocol here. This is the one adapter here. Right. So next one the same way here, Ariba adapter here. See here, this is the Ariba adapter like this here. Next one is the AS4 adapter here, AS2 adapter here. One by one, each and everything we can see here. Again, we have a AS4 adapter here. So next we have a web services, Amazon Web Services adapter here. Amazon Web Services receiver adapter we can see here. We have a Elstar receiver adapter here. Right. So next one is we have a Facebook receiver adapter here. What is the use of Facebook receiver? Just okay, you can use this first line, that's all. So next one is the FTP adapter here, FTP sender as well as FTP receiver here. HTTP adapter here, again HTTPS adapter here. Here, okay, HTTPS adapter is for okay, sender adapter to communicate with the okay HTTPS message protocol here. Right. Next one is the IDOC adapter here. Right. Next one is the JDBC receiver adapter here. We have a JMS adapter here. We have a Kafka. Like that, all the adapters information we can see here itself here. So no need to learn each and everything in depth of each and every adapter now. Okay, as of now, just try to remember, yes, these are all adapters what we have in CPI. Okay, these are all business cases to go for the each adapter like that you need to remember. So high level you need to remember for now. Are you guys are clear this one, adapters one? Because going forward, we are going to use these adapters. We are going to complete our end-to-end.
Yeah, actually, I have one doubt.
Yes.
Yeah, so when you are using the synchronized capability, right? Synchronized capability, we are sending the HTTP, sending system. This means the source system is the HTTP, right? So we are receiving the system in the Ariba. Okay. So we are sending the HTTP, it is a different format. We receive system is a different format. So in two ways, we have a received as well as the sender information is available, right? So when you are sending the data to the receiver system, again it will get back to the sender system, right? Is there need any adapters for the after completion the sender and receiver get back to the
same adapter? Synchronous means same adapter. Whatever adapters you use it for sender side, right? Yes. Okay, the same adapter it works. Okay, no need to use specific adapter for again response.
Means I have suppose if output will be different, right? So you are sending the XML format, right?
That it will convert. That adapter will take care of that part.
Okay.
That's what we have adapter concept. Adapter is nothing but just it provide the communication. What do you mean by communication here? Just it will provide the connectivity and also it will convert one format into the another format.
Yeah,
you got it, right?
Yeah.
So that will take care of everything here. Whereas in case of point-to-point integration, right? Always you need to use a one adapter, one converter for each and everything here. But whereas in case of if we go for the middleware, right? Always this, okay. So CPI or integration suite itself act as a single mediator and single connector. And okay, it act as okay, so it will take care of everything here. Conversion as well as connectivity, everything it will take care of it. The adapter level, everything it will happen here itself.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? Anyone having any other questions, please? Okay, now what you need to do here, I'll ping you this link. Okay, so just you can, okay, so you can, okay, so learn this adapters here, okay, functionality. How you are going to write down? Okay, you can write down like this here, simply. Right, see here, first Ariba adapter, simply you need to put like this here. It is used for to connect with Ariba network. Using this adapter, we can extend the business documents, okay, in the form of CXML, commerce extensible markup language. It is used for this like this. Again, AST adapter like that you can write it some, okay, small document here, so that so by seeing, okay, so if you enter into the real time also by seeing the corresponding particular application, we can tell that very easily. Yes, this is the adapter what we have like this. Will you able to write it? Will you able to prepare one documentation for your reference going forward like this?
Yes, sir.
I try to prepare only this, okay, documentation here, but I prepared only 4 here, not all. If you want, I'll prepare this, I'll send you to you guys. That is your wish. This one. If you prepare, you'll get a knowledge. If you want me to prepare, I'll prepare, I'll send it to you. This is for your reference going forward.
We will prepare, sir.
Okay, anyway, I'll ping you that link. Okay, if you have a time, then you can, okay, so select here, see here, if you go to this link, any link here, see here, left side, all this we can adapters we can see here, right? So just, okay, try to remember first line at least. Okay, let me ping you here. Okay, so this is the help.sap.com. Just copy that link. Okay, thank you guys then for today. So next class we'll go to the different topic then based on these adapters.
Yeah.
Okay.